Hi guys, back again to rush through a quick video. I wanted to get this done before it was too late. So it's now Tuesday. I'm on my lunch, as you can see. So I don't have long to do this, but I wanted to get it done. It's my birthday tomorrow. Be the ripe old age of 37, and yeah, so always the Saturday closest to my birthday is record store day, so I generally ask for money for my record store day that I can put towards my record store day stuff, because I always spend far too much, and this year's been no different. I looked at the list, and like I said in one of my other videos, there was loads of stuff that I actually wanted, but I managed to get it thinned down to maybe a dozen items. So, but we'll start into it. These are EPs by Flaming Lips. I think these all come from Claire's Taste Metallic, which was the first Flaming Lips album I ever heard. Unknowingly, at the time I didn't really know anything about them. This one is on green, slightly marbled green vinyl, which is cool. Not listened to it yet, but I've opened them to have a look. This here Giraffe, these are 10 inches. This one is on kind of cool clear orange. I don't know if it'll show up, but it's got a kind of smoky way to it. It's marbled, but it's kind of pale orange and dark orange, so it looks like it's got a kind of smoky effect, which is quite cool. And Brainville. Again, this is on coloured vinyl. This is just kind of plain yellow. It does have a bit of marbling on it actually. I don't know if it will show up. But yeah, so I was pleased to get these. But these, you know, these are the kind of things that if I wasn't getting money for my birthday to put towards them, I may have missed out, because they were, what, 15. You know what, like everything record store day is kind of 30% more expensive than it needs to be or should be. Right, some 7 inches. I picked up this, the Zombies. She's Not There. This is on like green vinyl. Yeah, so this is cool. Classic song. And the Zombies album was one of the US things that didn't get a release in the UK, unfortunately, because that would have been something I would have wanted. But then maybe it's fortunately, because I'd have definitely spent far too much. I picked this up. This is the Tom Verlaine and David Bowie split single, both doing Kingdom Come. Tom Verlaine on one side and Bowie on the other. There's 3 Bowie things this year. This one, the next in the 7-inch picture disc, so I'm keeping up to date with my collection of those. This year it's Changes, and with a promo version of 8-line Poem, but cool photos. I think they look like they're kind of from Hunky Dory period, which would probably make sense. And this kind of 12-inch EP called 1966. I've not listened to this yet either. And this is on now. I don't know whether this is peculiar to my one or not, but it was on white vinyl, but if you look closely, if I can find the patch, mine actually has some marbling in it, including like a strange, that one will show up, black spot. I thought it was just on plain white vinyl, so I don't know whether some of the chips from previous pressings were in amongst it. I really don't know. But yeah, there's actually there's black and there's a kind of red. I'll get these to show. There's a kind of red streak in it as well. So it'd be interesting to see if anybody else picked this up, whether theirs is just pure white or whether they have some hints of other colours in their pressings too. So those were the 3 Bowie and 3 Flaming Lips. Then I picked up, there was 3 other albums that I really wanted to get hold of, and I was just watching a video this morning actually while I had my breakfast, and Roger Coleman showed them, and they were this album by Tomorrow, which is Keith West and who else was in, yeah, Keith West and Twink, and was it Steve Howe out of Yes? Yeah, Twink, Keith West. I can't remember off the top of my head who the other person is. But this is a really great kind of psychedelic record, and it comes on this kind of starburst. Very similar to the July albums, and what else did they do last year? I can't remember now. But yeah, cool kind of white, red and black splatter effect, and it's just a great kind of English psych album. So I was pleased to have that, and it sounds great as well. I have a different copy of this actually already, but I wanted to pick that one up. And the other one that Roger showed was this one, The Gods, with their album Genesis. Cool cover, kind of cool looking band. Again, this is another Parlophone. Don't really know anything about this band, but I listened to this and it's great. Great kind of garagey psych, and it's on this kind of blue and grey marbled vinyl, and this is a great album, really good. This is one of the few that I've had a chance to listen to at the moment. And the third one in the set of things that I wanted to get was something that I've wanted for a while. My thoughts when it comes to record store day stuff is I don't see the point in buying a reissue of an album unless it's something that you can't really afford to buy an original. Like, I don't see the point in spending, you know, a huge amount of money to buy a reissue of something that you can get an original for half the price. But this, you know, you're speaking hundreds to get an original. This is Rainbow's Folly, with their album Sally's Fourth. Again, in the same vein as the other ones, great kind of psych rock. And this is on really cool kind of yellow, red and green and blue sunburst vinyl again. I kind of like these. I don't know, I would have been just as happy if these had been plain, really, but they are quite cool, and I suppose it's makes it easier to differentiate it from, you know, I don't know whether they'll end up doing normal presses of these and just release them anyway, I don't know, but yeah, Rainbow's Folly. Then something that Ben Costello showed this morning as well. I watched his video, although I didn't comment on it. Another band that always does something for Record Store Day is Grateful Dead. I've not listened to this, but I opened it to have a look. This is Wake Up to Find Out, live at the Nassau Coliseum in Uniondale on the 23rd of March 2009. And like he said, this is one of their later live sets that has Branford Marsalis playing saxophone and things on it. It's a 5-disc box set, which was ludicrously expensive. And again, I haven't listened to this, but there was one thing I wanted to show. Although it's 5 discs, it's actually only nine sides of music, and on the 10th side is some really cool etching. Get a good angle for that. And there's a kind of good way, I think, to fill up a blank side. But the pressings on this look lovely, and I'm really looking forward to sitting down and having a good listen to it. Today was actually supposed to be my day off, but I decided to go in and work. Otherwise, I'd have been doing that today. But I need to work so I can pay for this stuff. And finally, one, if you know the Record Store Day list, then you won't be surprised that I've picked this one up, which is DrStrangely Strange. This is their first album, Kip of the Serenes, which is my favourite of their 2 proper albums, should we say. They did do one much later on. But I love this. They were the kind of Irish incredible string band. This really sounds like they all just sat down in a room and recorded themselves. It's a bit erratic at times. There's a few mistakes in it, but that's half the charm of it, in my opinion. It was produced by Joe Boyd. Mind gone blank. Joe Boyd, who did Incredible String Band and some Donovan stuff as well, I think. And this one is on kind of, it's actually much better. It's almost kind of clear, purple and black and white vinyl. It's got the original label with the orange eye, bullseye one. So yeah, really cool to have this finally on vinyl. I'm in an hour in about getting a reissue, and also toying with the idea of forking out to get an original version. But I don't know. I really don't know. So yes, that was my Record Store Day haul. Like I said, spent probably far too much money. But I had sold a few things recently. I'd sold a Foo Fighters album and the Garbage 2.0, which I'd had for years but never played, and you know, I got 70 quid each for them, so they paid for a good chunk of this stuff, and with my birthday money it actually worked out to be pretty even. So yeah, coming on 15 minutes, so I'm going to stop there. Love watching everyone's videos. I've watched a few but haven't commented recently, mainly because I haven't been watching whole videos. I keep seeing bits of videos because I've been working, and there's been a lot on recently. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing well, and take care.